Hey, hi. So, it's new. It's the start of the year, and I've procrastinated enough for a project that I finished another project that I've procrastinated on for a year. That's how 2023 is going. 2022 was doing very well. 2023 is starting off slow. Yeah. So the shoe project for Liveni is my next project, and like I said, I don't know how to make shoes, but I found something, and let's just see where this goes. Okay, enough of you. So what I found, and I found it in Daiso, is this. It's like a shoe base. I think it was advertised for like crochet or something. Get yourself a pair of shoes. I think that's what these holes are for. So I'm wondering if I can make a pattern and actually sew to this and make myself shoes. So that's the plan. And then so I need to make a pattern for the fabric part. Oh, and because I'm not professional, after I make the base, I mean the thing, after I make whatever I want to make, and then I'm gonna bring it to the cobbler and ask him to help me professionally put on soles to the shoe that I make. So that's my plan for this project. A bit ambitious, but as of right now, it sounds very feasible. So let's go. Step 1 is the cling wrap, and I cling wrap my feet with the sole that's underneath so that the end pattern would fit the sole perfectly. The sole is a bit bigger than my feet, but I thought I wouldn't change anything because it's already complicated enough. Step 2 is to put tape all over where you want the shoe to be, and I used masking tape here. You can use duct tape or any other tape, I think, and then you draw the design on the tape so you can cut it off later. And then you cut it off. Here I'm drawing the edge where it meets the sole, so I know where exactly the point it is to attach the pattern. Cut along that line and you got your pattern. I don't know if this works. I have no idea. Okay, I've transferred it to paper, but I didn't put seam allowance, so I'll work on it another day. At least I started. I have something. I don't even know if it works, but I have something. During the time that I put it aside to not work on it immediately, I actually tweaked the pattern a little bit. And here you're seeing me cutting it out of the interfacing. So I'm using the same green fabric as all the light green parts of the costume, and I wanted to have some splotch of brown, so I decided to paint on it. Good enough. Okay. So then I ironed the interfacing to the fashion fabric, and this fabric that you see me lay on is actually going to be the lining fabric. So I'll iron it together and at the same time use it as a protective layer for my iron. The next step is to sew a dart right at the front. This is kinda cute. Yeah, I just sewed up the dart and it gives off the toe shape. And then I'll have to cut this, but I think I'll put up the lining first before I do anything. And then I'll cut this up. And then I'll finish the edge with stitches, I think. So no, I actually cut up the edge first because it will be easier for me to draw these guiding lines for the embroidery that I was going to do on top of the main fabric. So yeah, just normal stitches that I've been doing for embroidery the whole time. So this is the lining cut up and darted, and I also cut up the inner edge so that it's easier to match with the outer layer. And then it also has 1.5 cm seam allowance. So later on I will trim the main fabric to the same size as the lining fabric. But right now I'm pinning them together, and I'll do buttonhole stitches along the whole edge of these two fabric to put them together and to finish the edge. Halfway along it, I thought I should just seam up the back seam first so the stitch can go continuously through the back. And it's also finally looking more like a shoe now because it's standing, so it's cool, and I love my choice of lining. Very nice. Here I'm stitching the lining to the fashion fabric right at the edge where the interfacing stops. It's not very necessary, but this just shows me a clear line of where to align my shoe to the sole later. It's also easier for me to cut notches and not go past a certain line because I can see the line. And then glue/sew it onto the sole. I'm not being very professional here, and I actually fiddle with it too much, so I didn't actually film. We're almost there. So this I go ahead and finish it. I put some eyelets on the lace, the parts where I predetermined that I'm gonna lace it up. And I stole soles from a shoe that is not comfortable at all. It's very cute but not comfortable. I stole the sole and put it in my shoe. and I tried it on. It's decent, it's very, very decent, but I haven't finished the underside, which I'm gonna leave for the cobbler, and let's see how that goes, but I still have another shoe to do. I made shoes, and then it's not very professional lah, so I want you to help me. The shoes that I made. Yeah, I want you to help me professionally sew it so I can wear it out.
You want to add the sole protector? You want to add a sole, is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, and then I need shoelace for the lacing up. So this is supposed to be laced up.
You want what kind of laces? The boat lace?
The normal lace one.
Normal lace?
You mean there's different lace? So originally the cost of making these shoes is not high because the only thing new that I bought was actually the Daiso sole, which cost $2 plus tax, so $2.14. And then but after the consultation and passing this to the cobbler, these shoes cost now $98.14. Yeah.
What?
I thought you're the one who is wooing.
I am the one who's wooing.
And then I look up and then your mouth not moving at all.
Like that.
I was like, Zook, it's not you. It sounded like you.
Dum dum dum.
And he embarrassed himself. And he feels embarrassed playing this game.
Why are you risking my life?
Jamie's voice is being recorded by the camera. Jamie decides that she wants to mute the video. Share this.
No way.
Jamie decides that she will just unmute this section.